Hey everyone, I'm the Game Option. I stream over at Twitch at twitch.tv/thegameoption. So some of the content you see will be from that day one stream. And today we're diving into my first impressions of Arc Raiders, the brand new PvPvE extraction shooter that's already making some serious waves. I believe at the time of recording this, it's the biggest extraction shooter launch with the most concurrent players. So right off the bat, Arc Raiders feels like a game that lets you play how you want to play. You can focus on the PvE side with diplomacy, which is what I've been primarily doing while I try to learn the game mechanics, items, or you can go full PvP, or you can mix the two together, kind of depending on your interactions with other players. What's really surprised me, though, is how positive the community's been. The open voice in most games is usually disaster, people yelling slurs or, trolling each other. But right now, early on, it's actually been pretty awesome. People have been helping each other, teaming up to kill enemies or figure out quests, just vibing together. It's a super refreshing take on the genre. Once you first start the game, it'll put you into a training section, which is pretty basic. It walks you through the core controls, aiming, crouching, running, that type of stuff. And then pretty early on, you'll get ambushed by other raiders, which will quote-unquote kill you. You'll lose all your gear to them, but don't stress that. It's just part of the tutorial. I would just push through the training grounds, get familiar with the movement, the shooting, and then you'll be good to go. After that relatively brief tutorial, you'll be able to make your character. I found it pretty lackluster, light on the options, but I did find out later on you'll get more options through the in-game store, additional haircuts, there's like a mohawk, stuff like that. It's definitely not a character creator you'll spend hours in. Now from there, you'll see on the main screen the game has a few different currencies to keep track of. You'll have your Raider coins, which you use to buy items from the traders, your cred, which you earn by completing feats, kind of like a free battle pass system, Raider tokens, which is your paid currency for cosmetics and skins. You have your mail, and then you have your level or rank, which is your overall progression. Every raid earns you experience based on what you do. So damaging raiders, arcs, looting, assists, or just surviving. By the way, just staying alive seems to give you the biggest chunk of experience, so patience definitely pays off. After each raid, you'll earn bonus cred, which you can spend on the cosmetics or other rewards. Traders are super important. You can buy items from them with Raider coins, but their quests are your real highlight. They're your main progression drivers, kind of like story missions or side quests. That'll guide your gameplay. Keep in mind some items do have purchase limits, so keep an eye on what you buy. Next, we'll cover the workshop and crafting. Your workshop has several stations: the workbench, the explosive station, the gear bench, the gunsmith, the medical lab, the refiner, and the utility station. Each starts at level 1, and each can be upgraded for better crafting options. You also have Scrappy the chicken, who will give you free crafting materials after every raid, which you can train for even more supplies. You can also find blueprints during your raids. If you extract with them and you use them, you'll permanently unlock new crafting recipes. The rarity system that this game uses will feel all too familiar. I know it from my years in World of Warcraft. You have your gray, your green, which are your uncommons, your blue, which are your rares, your purple, which are your epics, and your golds, which are legendary. Which at the time of recording this video, I haven't even come across yet. Your stash fills up fast. Honestly, I found one of the best investments early on is expanding it with your Raider coins. It starts at 5,000 and increases each time from there. This is your safe space. Anything you successfully extract with or purchase will go here. You can also sell or recycle items directly from your stash. This game has a skill tree that adds a nice RPG touch. Every level you gain will earn you 1 skill point. Currently, you cannot respec allocated points, so make sure you choose wisely. You have 3 main paths: conditioning, mobility, and survival. Personally, I've been pushing through the survival tree as it gives bonus loot drops later on and the ability to, quote, in-round crafting, quote, early on in the tree. I could see the stamina perks out of mobility also being incredibly valuable. When you're ready to jump into your first real raid, you'll need to set up your equipment. You have augments, which increases your storage, your weight capacity, your quick use slots, and even have passive abilities. Your shields, which come in light, medium, or heavy, depending on your playstyle. They will reduce your movement speed at higher tiers. Weapons, which has tons of variety here, even though the ammo types are pretty simple. You have light, medium, heavy, and then there's shotgun, energy. You have attachments for your weapons, which come in silencers, larger magazines, recoil control, and vary per weapon. Your quick use, which houses your grenades, your heals, and are all accessible through your quick wheel. The default key on keyboard is Q for that. Your safe pocket, which is 1 slot for loot that stays with you even if you die. It's limited but very handy. And then you have weight management. Carrying too much will slow you down a lot. If you don't want to risk your own gear or you're running broke, you can use the free loadout. It's a random gear set that you'll get for free. The main trade-off is you don't get a safe pocket, so dying will always mean losing everything. It's still perfect for learning maps or completing dangerous quests with zero risk. In this game, you can raid solo, which seems to queue you up against other solos with friends or fill your squad with randoms. Honestly, my experience with random players has been fantastic. People have been sharing loot, helping complete quests, and just generally being really cool. I'm sure that'll change as the meta evolves, but for now, it's been one of the most unexpectedly wholesome experiences I've had in an online shooter. This game has a variety of Clanker Arc enemies, which you can see each of the lore in the Codex under the Raider tab. Here's a quick rundown of what you'll face. You have your Snitch, which will call in reinforcements when it spots you. The Wasp, which uses machine guns to mow you down. The Hornet, which will shoot you with electricity and stun you. The Pop, which will roll up to you and self-destruct. The Fireball, which will roll up to you and shoot you with flamethrowers. The Tick, which leaps and clings to you. These are absolutely terrifying in groups. The Turret, which is a stationary machine gun inside buildings. The Rocketeer, which is a long-range artillery. They will wreck you, so definitely avoid these. The Leaper, which is a giant spider-like creature that jumps huge distances and sends out shockwaves. Avoid these. Bastions, which are slow but tanky, they do hit hard. The Sentinel, which is a stationary sniper turret with laser cannons. So what's my first impression of Arc Raiders? It's a surprisingly polished and community-driven experience right out the gate. I'm loving the mix of tension, teamwork, and progression so far. Let me know in the comments what were your first impressions of Arc Raiders. Did you have any crazy Void moments? Any clutch PvP wins? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.